Back in the spring of 1985, Los Alamos National Laboratory issued a technical report, Lima Alpha-10311-Mike Sierra, entitled Where is Everybody? An Account of Fermi's Question. The report explained the contribution of today's 20 May 1950 New Yorker cartoon to what became known as the Fermi Paradox and the Drake equation. The Fermi Paradox is that apparent contradiction regarding the relatively high probability calculation for extraterrestrial civilizations and the apparent lack of direct physical evidence for their existence. This video serves as a brief summary of the content in the Los Alamos Technical Report and points out some amusing Easter eggs to be found in popular culture. The 20 May cartoon had been drawn by Alan Dunn after New York papers had been reporting that public trash cans were oddly disappearing from New York City streets. Dunn's cartoon humorously proposes an explanation for both this and the recent rash of UFO sightings in New Mexico at Los Alamos and Holloman and Kirtland Air Force Base. A sample of the reports for the spring of 1950 are being shown. As the Los Alamos pamphlet, written by Eric M. Jones, details, this cartoon was actually referenced by nuclear scientist Emil Konopinksi during a lunchtime conversation at Los Alamos Fuller Lodge in the summer of 1950. The scientists present were Emil Konopinksi, Edward Teller, Herbert York, and Enrico Fermi. Jones provided written testimony of the event in his pamphlet using letters received in response to his inquiries. Edward Teller offered his recollection on Lawrence Livermore Lab's letterhead dated 13 August 1984, and Herbert York provided his memories on 11 September 1984 when he served as director of the University of California Institute on Global Conflict and Cooperation. Emil Konopinski provided his from Indiana University Department of Physics on 17 October 1984. All three letters support the summer of 1950 date, Konopinski's awareness of the New Yorker cartoon, and that Fermi himself commented on this cartoon as offering a reasonable theory because it addressed two separate unexplained phenomena. Some authors have suggested that there is no real paradox because Fermi would simply conclude that interstellar travel wasn't feasible because of the enormous distances involved, or that Earth simply had never been reached by alien travelers. However, direct contact is not the only way in which interstellar life can be detected, and this point seems to be frequently omitted from select discussions. Please remember that Enrico Fermi became a Freemason, joining the Adriano Lemmi Lodge in Rome. Brother Fermi rose to the degree of Master Mason in the year 1923. You will also recall that the names of the nuclear tests of Operation Plum Bob in 1957 are all references to people and events associated with Freemasonry. Here now are some pop culture references on the New Yorker cartoon, the Fermi Question, and the Drake equation.
Yabba-dabba-doo means I love you. Yabba-dabba-doo, you love me too. Yabba-dabba-doo, I love you. Yabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-doo. Hey, I'm in good voice tonight.
Marty! You've got to come back with me!
Where?
Back to the future!
Wait a minute, what are you doing, Doc?
I need fuel! Go ahead, quick, get in the car!
No, Doc, I just got here, okay? Jennifer's here, we're gonna take the new truck for a spin.
Well, bring her along. This concerns her, too.
Wait a minute, Doc, what are you talking about? What happens to us in the future? Will we become assholes or something?
I don't even like Drake.
You don't like the Drake?
I hate the Drake.
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
Who's
the Drake.
The Drake is good.
Boy, I'm really starting to dislike the Drake.
Hate the Drake.